Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, welcome to Mars Needs Movies. On this podcast, we talk about movies and TV shows involving alien invasions, incursions, infiltrations, and visitations. I'm your host, Precious D, and with me today is one of my rotating guest hosts, my brother, Pretentious D.
Hey, everybody.
And the movie is Masters of the Universe from 1987. We'll probably do the new one.
Yeah, sure.
When we get the chance to watch it. But we're doing the old one.
Yep.
Which I saw in theaters and had a collectible sticker book for. It is directed by Gary Goddard and written by David Odell. It is from 1987, 106 minutes in English in color. Budget, $22 million. Box office, over or under?
I'm going to say under.
Under, $17.3 million.
Yeah.
So this movie, I think part of the reason it failed, a lot of big Masters of the Universe fans felt it wasn't Masters of the Universe enough.
Correct.
They come to Earth, which does not happen in the cartoon.
No, not at all.
They're mad it wasn't true to the source material, but there's another way of looking at this film.
Yes.
Back at the time, John Byrne wrote a comment in the letter pages of Fantastic Four. He was the writer and artist of Fantastic Four at the time, saying that this movie was the best Jack Kirby movie ever made. Not that there were that many Jack Kirby movies at the time. Jack Kirby, famous comic book artist and creator. I don't think he wrote that much, but he did create a number of things.
Didn't he create Doctor Strange?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No, but he co-created like Captain America and I think the Fantastic Four and stuff like that. But when he worked for DC, he had a whole little group of things collectively called the Fourth World series that I think they first appeared in like Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. But the Dark Side and Orion and the Allfather and the Planet Apocalypse and Mr. Miracle
And Big Barda?
Yeah, Big Bart is Mr. Miracle's wife.
Yeah.
They're all part of that whole thing. So the idea of coming through a portal to Earth, of two warring factions on another planet who come through a portal to Earth and interact with teenagers on Earth is all from Jack Kirby. And the director did write a response, which was then published in John Byrne's self-owned comic book, Next Men. The Next Men wrote a letter saying, hey, yes, it's not so nice to see that somebody gets it. And he had even tried to hire Jack Kirby to do production design, but the studio would not let him. So, yes, if you look at it through that lens, it's a great adaptation.
Sure.
Of some other source material.
Yes, but then don't be surprised when it fails to find its audience when you give it the name of a different project.
Yeah. So our cast is Dolph Lundgren as He-Man, Frank Langella as Skeletor, Meg Foster, Hubba Hubba as Evil Lynn,
Yeah.
Billy fucking Barty as Gwildor.
Yay! Love me, Billy Barty.
I kind of love-hate Billy Barty. There was a time, folks, and this was the time, when if you needed a little person in a film, it was going to be Billy Barty. A film or TV show. It was exclusively Billy Barty.
It was Billy Barty or Hervé Villachez.
Well,
and they had
that one thing, maybe two.
Couple things. But yes, Billy Barty was far more talented than Hervé Villachez.
Yes. Even in a movie like Willow, when you've got every available dwarf, you got to get Billy Barty in there as well.
Yep.
Courtney Cox, a not quite fully baked Courtney Cox as Julian Winston. And by that, I mean she's just very young and doesn't even quite look like herself yet. Robert Duncan McNeil as Kevin Corrigan. John Cipher as Man-at-Arms. Chelsea Field as Tila. James Tolkan as Hugh Lubeck. Christina Pickles as Sorceress. Tony Carroll as Beastman Pons Mar as Saurod, Anthony DeLongis as Blade, Robert Towers as Karg, Barry Livingston as Charlie, Gwen Guilford as Catherine Winston, Walter Scott as William Winston, Walt P. Robles as Carl, Cindy Eamon as Gloria, Peter Brooks as narrator, and Richard Sponder as Pig Boy. Delano, what are your initial thoughts and feelings on Masters of the Universe?
Well, it's a great cast, I have to say. There's a lot of talent there. Tolkien, the guy who plays the cop, you'll recognize him. He's one of those great character actors who only died last year. Bald-headed, tough guy, usually plays cops or military officers.
Yeah.
He's good in this. He's really committed, even though it's, this absurd fantasy thing.
Yeah.
He's committed. Now, having said that, one of the big problems I had with this was the script, in that there's some artificially constructed conflict that doesn't really make any sense, in that the kids, for some reason, don't want to get the help from the police. There's no good reason for them to be antagonistic and to lie to the police in this situation. They haven't done anything wrong. And the police, while he's a bit gruff, he's not trying to get them in trouble initially. It's only when they decide they're not going to ask him for help with this alien invasion that things become a little confrontational, which again, there's no good reason for it. So yeah, there are a lot of things I liked about this movie. I liked the cast. Meg Foster, I had to look up if she was related to Kim Cattrall or if she'd ever played a relative of Kim Cattrall. They have been in at least one movie together, which I haven't watched, and it's unclear from just the IMDb description whether they play siblings. But I thought Meg Foster...
you went with Kim Cattrall.
Yeah, I thought Meg Foster looked a lot like Kim Cattrall. Why?
I always thought she looked like Kirstie Alley.
They all look alike.
But the two of them have very similar eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
Meg Foster has very, very striking eyes.
True.
And I first saw her in The Scarlet Letter.
Oh yeah,
in school.
Yeah. So good cast. I love Billy Barty, although I was annoyed that this is one of the many projects that he got around this time period where he's in a suit and doing an annoying voice. And he's doing that.
That is his voice, man.
No, he can do different voice. If you go back to the old days when he was on Peter Gunn or when he performed with Spike Jonze in the City Slickers, he did imitations, he did gymnastics, he did singing, dancing. He was a lot more talented than his later career working for Sid and Marty Krofft gave him credit for. But yeah, so I thought the cast was good. I thought the scripting was bad.
Also, why is he Gwildor and not Orko? Is that the name?
Orko, yeah. So that's another dumb thing about this script, is that they have to have a magical, or in this case, technological wizard that is a little person, alien creature of some sort, but not the one that's actually depicted in the original cartoon and source material, which was a little wizard called Orko. Not sure why they went instead with this troll-looking, gross...
Because it's not like they didn't want to... Because Orko doesn't really have a face.
Yeah.
Or it's hidden.
It's a hood with eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like, we got to show Billy Barty's face, but let's put all this shit all over it first.
Other holes in the plot. At one point at the very end... Are we reading the whole... Oh,
yeah,
you
will.
Yeah, okay. The cop ends up at the end... being embraced by the alien culture for it feels like there's a scene missing.
Yeah, definitely.
Like he somehow ended up with a wife. That they don't explain that.
He says,
right?
"Yeah, I got a woman. I got a house. I got a nice." Apparently, they after fighting with him in this battle, they've just offered him, free life.
Yeah,
including a free wife.
Yeah,
no indication where she came from.
The rest of the humans from Earth are going to go back to Earth.
But he's like, fuck that being a cop shit. I got it made here.
Yeah, and
I don't care if I got to shit outside. No, we don't know what
we have no idea.
Toilets are like, but
yeah,
it just seems like a shitting outside kind of place.
So that just struck me as lazy filmmaking. Maybe it was in the script and got cut.
Yeah,
or maybe they just threw it in.
Well, let's get to the plot, which we have from Wikipedia. Thank you, Wikipedia. On the planet Eternio, the warlord Skeletor seizes control of Castle Grayskull, the center of power in the universe. Oh, we start with the opening credits from Superman. They've just totally stolen the style of those opening credits.
Oh yeah.
His army scatters the remaining Eternian defenders and captures the sorceress of Grayskull, imprisoning her within a power-draining field and planning to seize power over the entire universe by the next moonrise. Skeletor's arch-nemesis, the warrior leader He-Man, veteran soldier Man-at-Arms, and his daughter Teela rescue Thenurian locksmith Gwildor from Skeletor's troopers. And here's where we start going away from the source material right away. There's no Prince Adam persona.
Right.
He's just straight up He-Man 24/7. Let's see. Gwildor invented a cosmic key that can open a portal to anywhere by using musical notes because the universe is music, according to him.
Right.
Which was stolen by Skeletor's second in command, Evil-Lyn, allowing Skeletor to breach Castle Grayskull. It's how he opened a portal. With Gwildor's remaining prototype of the key, okay. See, I kind of missed that later on. I was like, what? When Skeletor shows up later, I'm like, how the fuck did he open a portal? But I forgot that he had his own key.
Yeah.
So anyway, Gwildor's got a prototype. He-Man and his friends breach the castle. They attempt to free the sorceress, but are overwhelmed by Skeletor's army and forced to flee to Earth through a portal opened by Gwildor's cosmic key. That right there is some Jack Kirby shit, calling it a cosmic key.
Yeah.
But this is akin to the Mother Box in his comics. The key is lost upon their arrival and discovered by two California teenagers. Orphaned high school graduate Julie Winston. Is that how she's living on her own? Because she's graduated already? And
that's unclear because she says she's going to miss graduation.
Oh, okay.
No, she's living on her oown because her parents died.
No, I know, but I'm saying, why isn't she not living with an aunt or somebody?
Oh, yeah.
Why is she just by herself? And her boyfriend, aspiring musician Kevin Corrigan. While experimenting with the device, they accidentally transmit a signal. Tracking it, Evil-Lyn sends Skeletor's henchmen Saurod, Blade, Beastman, and Karg to recover the device. Kevin believes the key to be a new synthesizer and takes it to a music store run by his friend Charlie. At the school, Skeletor's henchmen arrive through a portal and chase Julie, who is rescued by He-Man, while he and his companions search for the key. The henchmen retreat to Grayskull, where, incensed by their failure, Skeletor vaporizes Saurod and sends the others back to Earth with a larger force under Evil-Lyn's command, because he's that kind of boss. Just, oh, you failed, zap. Kevin returns to the school to find police investigating the damage caused by Skeletor's men and no sign of Julie. That's good. Yeah, He-Man made off with her, right? He just fucking picks her up and...
Yeah.
Kevin is taken to Julie's house by Hugh Lubeck, a detective investigating the disturbance. They find no trace of Julie, but Lubeck is suspicious of the key, which he suspects Kevin may have stolen. I think he also thinks it's commie stuff. He confiscates it and leaves for Charlie's store to verify Kevin's story. Evil-Lyn and her team break into the house and interrogate Kevin regarding the key's location using a mind control collar before pursuing Lubeck. Julie and the Eternians, I saw them open for Josie and the Pussycats.
Julie and the Eternians.
Yeah. Arrive and release Kevin from the collar, then pursue Lubeck and the key. They arrive at Charlie's store, but Skeletor's forces intercept them and a battle ensues. Evil-Lyn recovers the key and summons Skeletor to Earth. Skeletor's forces capture the Eternians and wound Julie, which simultaneously erases the memory storage of Gwildor's key. Why? He-Man surrenders to save his comrades and is returned to Eternia as Skeletor's slave. Skeletor attempts to torture He-Man into submission to make his victory complete, but He-Man refuses to yield. The moment arrives for Skeletor to receive the power of the cosmos and declare himself the master of the universe. And a power equals a costume change.
Right.
Skeletor, if somehow you don't know, has just got a skull face. And when he gets this mask with his golden mask as part of his headdress, it also is noseless.
Yes.
I wrote, there was a quote. Was it from the Sorceress? Men who crave power look back over the mistakes of their lives and call them... Oh, I'm sorry. Men who crave power look over the mistakes of their lives, pile them all together, and call it destiny.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And also at one point he's addressed after he does his power change, or right before he does, he's like, "People of Eternia," and it cuts to outside, and there's like 8 people.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the many problems with this is we don't actually see much of Eternia.
Yeah.
We don't really see
Don't
much
care
of
about it.
Castle Grayskull,
Right.
even though that was, by the power of Grayskull. Where is Grayskull? We see the inside of a throne room type place that might be Grayskull, but it
Yeah.
might be Snake Island, right?
I don't think it's an island. I think it's just Snake Castle.
Snake Castle,
I don't know
right.
what the fuck it's called.
Yeah, I was thinking about the plot. One of the big plot holes is Skeletor has no need to chase after He-Man. When
Yeah.
He-Man flees, that doesn't affect his plot at all. He can still take the power of the universe and become the master of the universe.
Just if he shows back up, deal with him then.
Yeah, so that's a contrivance.
I was
that
just
didn't
trying
need
to
be there.
tie up that loose end.
Well, he could wait till he became all powerful and then tie that up.
Yeah. On Earth, Gwildor repairs the key, and Kevin recreates the tones necessary to create a gateway to Eternia. They like hook it up to a keyboard or some shit.
Yeah.
The group, including Ubek as he attempts to arrest them, are transported to Castle Grayskull. Oh, I think they didn't mention. So when Evil Lynn's in Julie's house, she sees a newspaper article about her parents dying.
Right.
And so then she takes on the form of Julie's mother and tells her, "I'm sorry, we had to pretend we were dead. We're working on a very important mission," which Julie instantly believes, "Oh, mom and dad were spies of some kind." And she's like, "We need you to get that key as part of our work." So she goes and steals the key, and that's how the bad guys get a hold of it. Let's see. He repairs the key. The group, including Lubeck, as he attempts to arrest them, are transported to Castle Grayskull and begin battling Skeletor's forces. Resenting that Skeletor absorbed the power of the universe without sharing it with her, Evil Lyn orders Karg to sound the retreat. He-Man retrieves the Sword of Grayskull and shatters Skeletor's staff in a duel, restoring the later to his normal state. And he does the whole, "I have the power." He-Man offers mercy, but Skeletor draws a concealed sword and attempts to kill him. To stop him, He-Man knocks Skeletor into a pit below to his apparent death. The freed sorceress heals Julie, and Gwildor opens a portal to send the Earthlings home. Hailed as a hero for his bravery, Lubeck decides to remain on Eternia, which we discussed earlier. Julie awakens on the morning of her parents' death in a plane crash, realizing the key transported her back in time. She prevents her parents from taking the ill-fated flight in the previous timeline. Kevin later confirms to her that their experiences were real, producing a souvenir from Eternia, a sphere containing a scene of He-Man with his sword in front of Castle Grayskull. And in doing so, end up creating a fascist society where Earth is ruled by neo-Nazis. No, that's what happens when you fuck with the timeline.
Yeah, absolutely.
Save your parents. There has ripple effects.
Yeah, they have broken the time continuum.
You end up with a man in a high castle or something.
Well, and there's a paradox that now they know everything because they don't send their bodies back in time.
They need to make some investments.
They send their brain, their spirits, their brains, whatever, back into their pre-existing bodies, right? There's not two
presumably, because we don't see any doubles.
Right, we don't see any doubles. So that means they're going to have to live through all of this again.
Yes.
Creating potentially an infinite time loop.
The past year. Will they? Because in the new timeline, are they going to show up again in the new timeline? It's a new timeline.
This is unclear.
Yeah.
This is, I think,
they did
poorly
not think,
thought out.
Yes. There was
poorly thought out.
No need
travel.
for any of this shit.
No.
No need for her to be an orphan and no need for them to restore her parents. In the post-credit scene, did you see the post-credit scene?
I did see the post-credit scene.
Because, it's on Tubi now. And it starts trying to play other shit.
Yeah.
Once the credits roll, and it shouldn't do that because there's a post-credit scene in which Skeletor's head emerges from the water in the pit saying, "I'll be back."
Although he was not. There was no.
Yes, there was no sequel. There was no sequel. I thought so. Frank Langella was great.
Yes,
I thought Dolph Lundgren was well cast. Although if they had gone with the Prince Adam thing, I don't know how well he would have pulled that off.
Well, and one thing I noted about this, it was not called He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It's just called the Masters of the Universe, which I think was good because it's really much more of an ensemble piece. He's not, he is a hero, but he's not really the protagonist.
Yeah.
If anything, Kevin and Julie are the protagonists. So he's fairly minimal in this, and that's not a bad thing necessarily.
Yeah. Now, I do believe that in general, Dolph Lundgren is a much better actor than people might think he is.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, he's a very interesting individual. You know, he's like a mathematician.
Yeah. Yeah. Very smart guy who unfortunately plays dumb guys.
He had a degree, and I think he actually did stuff with that degree.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Actually did some mathematical work, like a couple other famous people. Danica McKellar and what's her name?
Willow?
No, Big Bang Theory.
Blossom. Yeah.
Not Willow.
Sorry. So yes, the Frank Langella was really good. He was really committed, and apparently, I read this, his kids were into the cartoon, so that's why he took the thing, and got really into it because his kids had been running around the house saying "By the power of Grayskull," so he wanted to do this, and apparently, at least according to IMDb, he rewrote some of his lines, including the line about, does the loneliness of the good compare to the loneliness of the evil, or some such thing that he says to He-Man at some point.
That one.
Yeah. So he gets all philosophical about it.
I mean, that's why Max von Sydow was in Conan, because his son told him he should be in it.
Oh, nice.
I think his son was a fan of the comics specifically. And that's why Mila Jovovich was in Resident Evil. She used to play the video game with her younger brother.
Oh, nice.
So
cool.
She had an attachment there. So we always like to see that kind of thing.
So while I've already mentioned that the script has a lot of holes in it, I did like the film. I like the acting. I actually like the design work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of that obviously comes from the cartoon show, but it had a nice sort of 1980s Flash Gordon feel to it, sort of a Star Wars feel to it.
It would have been interesting though if they'd let Jack Kirby work on it.
That probably would have been better.
See what happened. I mean, Jack Kirby tends to be very geometrical.
Right.
Lots of circles and squares.
I did do a dive into some of the other characters. Unfortunately, I thought the character of Kevin was kind of bland.
Yeah.
And the actor playing him was a little bland.
Uh-huh.
But I found out he's gone on to be a director.
And he was also in a Star Trek.
Well, he's directed a number of Star Trek now.
Well, that's what happens.
He's gone on to
if you star in a Star Trek and you like it, they'll let you direct a bunch.
Yeah, so he's directed a bunch of Star Trek and some other stuff.
He was Tom Paris in Voyager.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah.
So there's
And at the time, I did not go, hey, that's the guy from Masters of the Universe.
No.
Not at all.
No. So what'd you think?
I mean, it's, there's certain nostalgia there. Like I say, I saw it in the theater.
Right.
I did have this sticker book.
Right.
Same guys that make the soccer sticker books.
Yeah.
Where you get a sticker book and then you buy little packets, little blind packets of stickers, and you fill in the book.
Yep.
And that was just fun for me. I mean, it's fine. It is very much a kid's movie.
Yeah.
Have your kids watch it before they watch the new one. I've heard the new one's really good.
Okay.
We'll find out as soon as we can.
Sure. Well, and I do want to say, although going back to where it would not fit into this show, the spin-off She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, the animated series that I believe Netflix did a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That was really, really good. That was well done, well written. And part of what made it good, they just stay, they never come to Earth.
Right.
They just stay on their planets.
I'm pretty sure every other version, with the possible exception of there might be a Christmas special.
Okay.
I know there's some kind of Christmas special where there's two little kids running around with Skeletor, but I don't know if they come to Eternia or Skeletor comes to Earth.
Right.
But there's snow.
So because none of the She-Ra princesses come to Earth, it won't fit into Mars Needs Movies. But if you're looking for a good Masters of the Universe inspired product, I would recommend
I think
that
Netflix
rather
did 2 different Masters of the Universe cartoons.
Okay.
Recently. One of them is produced and created, written, whatever by Kevin Smith.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one.
There's, it has a more adult tone to
Okay.
it, and the other one's is a little more kid friendly. But
Okay.
I think they were both pretty good.
All right. Well,
And I think there was even another. Of course, there's been a bunch of comic books.
Yeah.
I think they've even met Superman, and I believe there was another reboot between those two. So there you go, folks. I was a little old for Master Universe, or you guys, or the ones younger than you.
I
played
think
with
the
them a
ones
bunch?
younger than
Well,
we're from a big family of lots of siblings.
One time, a lady we knew at church, our mother never did this. She just decided her kids were done with Masters of the Universe and had a garage sale. So mom picked up a big haul of Masters of the Universe toys for the kids, and maybe some turtles in there too. I'm not sure, but really cheap. But no, she never just decided for us that we were done with something and got rid of it.
Right.
So thanks for that, Mom.
Yep.
All right, I think I'm gonna give it 3 flying saucers, maybe 3.5.
I'd stick with 3. Yeah.
Okay.
It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Like we said, it's on Tubi if you want to watch it. And of course, you can buy it and rent it in all the usual places.
sure.
They claimed it was on sale at Vudu, at Fandango at Home.
Right.
It was in their $5 group of things, but then when you click on it, it was $14.99. I'm like, what are you talking about? What,
Jerk faces.
yeah, bad programming on somebody's part. Yeah. So there you go, folks. Thanks for joining us. If you like what we're doing here, please like and subscribe, rate and review. This podcast is a spin-off of Monster Movie Fun Time Go, a kaiju podcast, so go check out that one wherever you found this one. Thanks for listening, everybody. Until next time, I have been Precious D.
And I've been Pretentious D.
Remember to keep watching the skies. We won't see you, but you will hear us next time on Mars Needs Movies.